Hello, BookTube. This is Aaron from Aaron Read a Book or Aaron Read a Book. I tried to do a tag today, but I filmed it like I tried to do the non-fiction journey tag, but I filmed it like twice and messed up both times and gave up. So I'm just going to do a quick remember December TBR of sorts. Um, this is an event hosted by, or started this year. I think this is the first year. Aaron Facer and Ross from Scallydangering about the books, and Ollie from Criminoli, and a bunch of others that I'll put in there um, in the comments. I'm going to whiz through this because Bake Off starts in 10 minutes and it's the final. Um, the first prompt is reread a book you. Oh no, the first real one is read a book that you have read before. Um, and I'm going to reread The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham, which I have read several times before. And since I've read it, I've read most of John Wyndham's main novels, and also Gareth from Book Songs and Other Magic is doing the Winter of Wyndham event, so I want to join in with that as well. Kill two birds with one stone. But I rank this about third in my favourite Wyndham, so I want to reread it to see um, if I still think that. And you can tell by how beat up this is. It's like I've had this since I was at school. The second prompt is reread a book you have basically forgotten, and for that, I'm going to pick Ken Kesey's Sometimes Great Notion. When I was a sort of younger, more pretentious man, I would tell people that this is my favourite book, and it probably was. But the things I remember about it, it's lots of stream of consciousness, lots of different views, and it's about a family, a logging family. So it, the stream of consciousness thing I don't really like now, so that's why I want to sort of think about it again. But the big family aspect to it, I really like big family novels with lots of different perspectives. So maybe it is my favourite book ever. I need to find out. But it I do remember it being much better than One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I really liked One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Very weird book for this sort of he was sort of slightly related to the beats and things, but much more in depth than their writing. And the last prompt is, oh no, the second one. I keep it's the way Ross has written it down. I keep thinking there's only three prompts, but really there's four. So the second to last is read a book to find out how you really feel about it. For that, I'm choosing Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel because I think the whole trilogy is a masterpiece. And but if I look at my Goodreads rating, I gave Wolf Hall 5 stars, then I gave this 4 stars, and what's the last one called? The last one I gave 5 stars as well, which was much more recent, so I remember that one. But I don't know why I gave this less stars because a lot of the main drama of the series happens in this book. So I'd love to reread the whole series and find out why I didn't like this one quite as much at the time. I suspect a reread I would love it. And the real last prompt is reread a book differently from how you did last time. And Ross says, like if you read something slowly and meticulously, try whizzing through it this time or something. I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna read a book that I whizzed through, but I want to. I did love this book and I want to dig into it more and more than I did last time. And believe it or not, it is Tolstoy's War and Peace. Most people struggle with this because it is a chunky little fella. But I was like reading 150 pages a day of it. I whizzed through it in under a couple of weeks, which is pretty good going at the time. And but I worked in a hospital and I would sit in my cupboard. I was a housekeeper in a hospital, and I was like, you sort of would have your lunch breaks in the cupboard, in the cleaner's cupboard, and I would sit in there and read this every day, for way longer than I was meant to. But yeah, I whisked through it and I loved it. I don't love it as much as Anna Karenina, which I've read like 3 times or 4 times maybe. So I want to give this a more meticulous read through. Yeah, that's a quick little tag before Bake Off, which starts in 5 minutes. So have a good one, BookTube.